So what's your
Yeah.
story?
Okay, sir. So, here's my story. First off, I come from a polygamous home. My dad got married to several wives. Yeah, I up to date, I don't even know the total number of wives he got married to. Yeah, and he used to work with one of the top security agents in Nigeria, like the DSS. Yeah, so he worked with them until retirement. So my mom, she was not the first wife, she's not the second wife, she's not the third. I don't even know where to classify her, but she found herself with my dad. My trauma and everything started when I was asked to go stay with my dad in Rivers State. Then it was my step elder siblings they were staying with my dad. But one time they came back and they said they weren't gonna stay again. The reasons they did not see. So being the kind of eldest then, I was asked to go start staying with my dad. So being he was my dad and I didn't know anything was going on, I had to agree. I went and I traveled with my dad to River State. So that was where everything about my life changed. So on the first night, I was molested by my dad. So it's it didn't happen once, it didn't happen twice. It happened countless times. And it is just recently I started realizing that okay, maybe it's kind of diabolic or something, because then if I wake up, I would feel like someone having loss of memory. Like I'm not going to remember anything that happened. And I couldn't spill.
Sorry, I'm
I
cutting you
couldn't.
short. At what age did you move to your father's place? And at what age did he molest you?
I was just 11 because I just completed my primary 5,
Okay.
going to
So
JS1.
okay. So if you're sharing this story, be telling us the age, maybe we don't understand well. Because if you just say, then I went there, even though at any age that's not nice. But if you share story, you could help us to connect. At 11
Right.
years, that's real
Yeah.
bad, my sister.
I was just 11 years. So mind you, then he had this woman he called his girlfriend that normally comes around and everything. So the whole thing continues. It seems like if the lady was not available, like I would be his next option. Yeah. So aside the molestation and everything, there were other maltreatment and torture I faced. My dad is someone that he does not even care about you. He doesn't give an F about you and everything. I don't have a relationship with my dad, not even my mom. I am done blaming her. Yeah, I don't want to like continue blaming her and everything. So everything continued like that till I was in my SS1 when they finally transferred him to back to our hometown. So I started developing this hatred for him. My mom started noticing. She would keep asking and asking me, oh, I couldn't like spill and tell her what the problem was. So it made me started associating with people like as if I was trying to seek comfort from outsiders. So one fateful day, I was with a friend, like kind of a kindred brother, when one of our stepmom came back and summoned my dad to the kindred, like this woman in a meeting, and said she had something to tell them. So it was then I found out that it was not just with me, it has happened with all of my several siblings, like my elder siblings. And that was the reason they came back and they refused to go back to stay with my dad. But they could not see. So like I said, it's just recently I started realizing that maybe it's diabolical. So then my stepmom, she brought the whole thing out to the kindred people, and I faced a whole lot of discrimination. Like, if I go to buy something in the market, I feel like an outcast because nobody will want to like say to you or associate with you because of the whole thing. So because of that, we were suspended from the church. Being suspended from the church is still affecting me till date, because I believed, okay, I had a problem. The church should have been my safest place to like call me in, but we were suspended from the church. So the whole discrimination and everything, it continued. The struggle, the maltreatment to both myself, my siblings, my mom, like the whole thing was much. With the position of my dad in the DSS then, like if I say I want anything in this world, with the position he had, he would have been able to like do it for me or even my siblings. But he didn't do that. If we ask my dad for money to like do anything, he would say he does not have it. But if it's the case of, doing something traditional, my dad is ready to bring out millions to sort out traditional issues. But to take care of his children, it's impossible. Somehow I'm grateful to God that I kind of have a strong will. If not, I don't even know where I would have been by now, or the decisions that I would have made and the situation I would have been. No, I somehow didn't allow everything that happened define or control me. Was I depressed? Yes, I was depressed. Did I try to, commit suicide several times? Yes, I tried. The whole thing even affected my relationship, of course. Getting into a relationship with someone, and when they come to, do this of a thing, and they get to, find out what happened, they will just leave like that. I finished secondary school 10 years ago, 11 years ago, yeah. And he made it clear that he was not going to sponsor anybody in higher institution or university. Even when we tried pleading, begging, was the money there? Yes, the money was there. The money was there. My dad had the money. He had the money, but he didn't do it. One time I got admission in one college of health like that. I thought I was going to be able to, see myself through, but along the line, I had to drop. I dropped out of school then. Then, after some years, I went to do this nursing training. After doing it, fortunately for me, I got an employment with the hospital, and I started working with them. I worked with them for like some years, and not been easy, because the whole money I was getting and everything, I was kind of using it to see my mom and other siblings, yeah. Because my mom, she's trying her best, but she doesn't have anything doing. So it's just this year I had to raise myself up again, and I had to seek for admission in another school. I got it. That's where I am currently.
You know, sorry about your story, but I am trying to imagine how person we call himself man, you call yourself father. I dey imagine how a father can open in pikin leg, the molester. Like how you dey take look your daughter, your pikin where you born, they look up like this, the molester. Like it's crazy even thinking of it. Like how man we call himself father. No be saying adult we don't get breast or all those things. The king we see the 11 years. How is life so far for you?
It's not been easy, I'm not gonna lie. It's not been easy because I'm trying to navigate my way to see how to better myself.
You still they call him father.
What should I do? They'll tell you after all, he's your dad and all that shit.
When you go that nonsense, anyway, my sister, I don't know Nigeria now. I don't know how people tell people in Nigeria to seek for therapy and all those things because the thing they very expensive.
I'm on therapy. I'm seeing a therapist. Yeah, I'm seeing a therapist already, but it's definitely gonna take time. I'm seeing a therapist. She was even the one that said I should try, tell my story. I shouldn't mind. But coming to the public and being judged and the stigma and
Nigeria a lawless country. If not some reasonable countries, your father go there from Ghanesi road. You'll be smelling road.
The funny thing now is he's even sick. He's seriously sick.
Which kind of sickness? Now the one with you buy him.
The thing is, let me shock you.
Shock me.
The illness is supposed to have taken him, but
you know what?
He's still alive. Yeah, he's
one
alive.
Day take him. One day alive. One day it will take him. What kind of sickness is that?
They call it stroke.
Stroke. You could buy him. You could buy him. Waiting the verse me. God forgive me. This is what I want to talk. Forgive me. Jesus Christ, dear Jesus Christ, this thing that I want to say, please forgive me, but I go talk him. Waiting the verse me say, if this man go repent now, God go forgive him. If this man won't buy now, I waiting the verse me now. God reason you got some things where God go. If this man won't buy now, he go beg God will come forgive him. This man go feel come go to heaven, they enjoy for heaven. And you now, if you do small thing, God no forgive you, you go hell fire. How long did your dad molest you? Like time frame?
It happened 11, 12 years till I was in my SS1.
From 11 years to what age?
I think she'll be around 15.
For like 3 to 4 years, this man just molested daughter.
Yeah.
Fiakwa. Seeking for peace, I want you to know that you're not alone. A lot of people understand. A lot of people can also relate to what you're going through. But keep healing. You're an Igbo girl, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Nkiruka, Keduniruka. What is ahead of you is better. But I know it's easier said than done. Because what you went through, you carry the scar. Like you carry the scar. Now, here's another problem. I do not know how young girls who were molested by their father would feel when they marry a husband. A girl was telling me, a married woman was telling me the other day, my husband hasn't done anything wrong, but sometimes I do feel uncomfortable with our little baby girl around him. And the husband never do anything. But she still feel uncomfortable with her husband and the daughter. And there's a lot of women like that. There's a lot of women like that today. They get small, nobody say they don't trust their husband, but they get small phobia when it comes to their husband and their daughter. And majority cases is because of traumas like this.